As we are now in Studio B, I'm Martin Anderson, and live Studio B sessions are brought to you by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. And we are joined by the Get Right Band all the way from Asheville. Welcome, guys.
Hey, man. Thanks for having us.
Great to have you all here. The Power Trio is actually a full-on quartet. This is exciting. Hello,
yeah.
Chuck. Chuck's here on the keyboards with Silas DeRocher on guitar and Jesse Gentry on the bass and JC Mears on the drums. And they are ready to rock here on a Thursday morning, WNCW.
Fuel to feed the fire for the economy. Are we just
New music on WNCW from the Get Right Band, a trio out of Asheville that also has Chuck Lichtenberger with us this morning on the keyboards. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Studio B. Great to have you all here. The Get Right Band with a song Just a battery. Yeah. A good one for to describe this album, Itopia. Jesse, JC, if you guys talk about the concept of this album. Is it Silas wrote the tunes, or you all work together on this?
Yeah, Silas wrote the majority of the material.
Most of them.
Really, yeah. I mean, he brought some of the material to us, and we worked on it together. But I believe the idea was kind of born from a lot of conversations we've been having and just topics and that are present in our society today, just about technology, social media, mental health, the struggle of trying to just get the truth, those kind of things, and then during kind of the lockdown during COVID, Silas was like, I got a bunch of tunes. What do y'all think about doing kind of a concept album? And he played a few of the songs for us, and we were both just like, yeah, this is great. It's right in our wheelhouse, right? All the stuff we've been talking about, just really important subject matter. And yeah, it kind of came out of kind of the COVID pandemic lockdown. Once we were able to start rehearsing again after, a few months of that, we got together, kind of started fleshing ideas out and working on the music, and it kind of went from there. And then it turned into a full album, and that was basically 3 years ago, and now it's come to fruition, and it's being released tomorrow. Into the world.
Yeah, to the world. So when you first started talking about this idea, Silas had these songs about technology, social media, how it impacts us, mental health. Was one of your first thoughts perhaps like a little like, whoa, how do we do that? Did it seem overwhelming, or was it just like, yes, we're going to jump on this? To you guys who received it, Silas had these ideas. Were you, JC, over there in the drums?
It just seemed so in the flow, like Jesse was saying, of what the kinds of things we were listening to in the van, podcasts, mostly. Not that there's not other music out there that talks about this subject, but podcast, and then having conversations, and then the idea, I feel like it just kind of made sense for where we were at, and it felt very natural, and I think with the whole technological aspect of it, there's a lot of synths, and it's got kind of like an 80s little throwback vibe, and it kind of all works together in a nice, cool way.
It sure does. To my ears on first listen or two, just getting to know it, like that one. Silas, over a dozen songs on here?
It's 17 tracks. Some of them aren't exactly full songs, but yeah, it's a beast. It's a beast.
Were there a lot that were kind of not included? Like couldn't quite fit them all?
There were a lot of half ideas that didn't make the cut. I don't know that there were any full songs that didn't make the cut, but there was... you asked if it was intimidating to take on the subject matter, and at the beginning of the project, I felt like it was. Like, how do we make a full concept out of this? Because originally there was just one song. Actually, that song we just played.
That was the one? All right.
That was the first kind of genesis of thinking about this type of thing for me. And then when we started discussing doing it as the full album, it felt like, okay, can we make a full album out of this? But fairly quickly into working on it, it went the other way, where it felt like, gosh, there are so many different topics that could be, like, when I'd finished writing the whole album and we had everything kind of rehearsed, my dad mentioned to me, like, is there a song about clickbait? And I was like, oh, no, there's not even a clickbait. Like, there's a million things that could be addressed. So there are a lot of kind of fragments of ideas, or maybe we should go this way. And I would play it for Jesse and JC, and they would be like, well, I think this idea is stronger than this idea, or I would, occasionally self-edit. And, we think this is kind of the cream of the crop, hopefully, that made the cut.
Yeah. And thus we have it. Itopia, the new album from Get Right Band, officially coming out tomorrow. You've been posting online about pre-sales, I guess, and digital stuff. So
yes.
Word is spreading.
Good.
But it officially comes out tomorrow, and you have a little release show tomorrow at the Salvage Station.
A big release show.
It's a big one. I meant like tongue in cheek. Like
that wasn't pejorative.
No,
okay,
this is big. Sure. This is big. At the Salvage Station. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. And then you're also playing in Greenville on, I guess that's this Saturday, the Radio Room in Greenville.
Yes.
And then the Purple Onion in Saluda next Thursday, and in Brevard on Friday the 14th, 185 King Street. Good little run of shows.
Yeah, and at the Asheville show and the Brevard show, we're going to play the entire album, start to finish. straight through. So that'll be really exciting. We've been working hard to put that together, and yeah, we're excited to kind of present it that way.
Awesome. Exciting.